Hi y'all, welcome to Beadinkrazy Custom Creations. I'm Miss Frances, and I know that this is going to be like a Throwback Thursday where I'm going to do a mold that I've already done. Now I done this one on my live, but I'm going to donate it to Dylan's Handmade Woodworking for his Wounded Warrior drawing tonight. So I needed to do it again for Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie. So I've already got it colored, kind of similar to the way I colored it before. Here's what it looks like. So I'm going to pour that one, and then I'm going to try these again. I did these before, the little soldiers, and I never posted the video because I over poured them and broke it. And you know, super glue doesn't work very well. You can't get super glue to hold them together. So I will do those two while this one is setting up. So I don't even remember how much this one takes. I mean, it's been a while. I was going to use the 1 hour for those, but I know it'll take. I want to get this video up, so I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to get some polyurethane mixed up for my air purifiers running, my ceiling fans on. I don't like doing it upstairs, but until the doctor, well, I guess I'm allowed after tomorrow. I'm allowed to, on Saturday, I'm allowed to start putting weight on my foot. So, that being said, I'll be doing another Friday Night Live up here, because I can't do it downstairs. Alright, so, dang, I cannot remember how much I made up for that. I really can't. Well, I'm gonna make up, I thought it was 1.5, but that might have been for something else. Boy, that's messy. I guess I didn't bother to, I really want my phone there because I don't really want, put it somewhere else. I don't really want to get polyurethane on it. And this thing is just, yeah, it's a little yucky there. I already put my apron on because I didn't want to mess my clothes up. I'm good at doing that. Part A. So I think I'm going to do, I'm not going to do more than, I can't remember if I did 4. I'm going to start out just doing 4. I can't remember. I should go back. I should have went back and watched it. Let's do 2.5. I knew I'd end up spilling it down the front of the jug. That's what I'm going to do so far. Well, if I have any left over, I'll pour it in another mold that I have sitting here. I have to color the little flags. I have some little flags that go with the soldiers. There was another soldier one that was on there, but this big one was the one that Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie bought me. That was a blessing from them. So, you know, I want to make sure I get one made for them. I'm hoping they'll be here soon, but I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I need to contact her today and see. I don't remember. I think Alan has another eye appointment. I just don't remember if it was. I think it might have been yesterday, but I would have thought they would have called me and told me. Let me get those out of my way here. I got a bubble in my silicone mat there. I need to go get the other silicone mat because this one just has a big old bubble in it. Alright. I'm going to leave it white. Yeah, I got several blessings from them, and I kind of like to do stuff for them to pay them back, and hopefully next week I can be downstairs. I think that, you know, he wanted me to just wait an extra week to give it time to make sure it was good and healed, because I took the stitches out, and he didn't want, I don't think he wanted me to put all my weight on it just in case. So I'm not going to get to yet. Yeah. He said, "Oh, you don't need a walking boot." Well, that's funny, because that's what the surgeon said was going to happen. 2 weeks off of it, and 2 weeks after that, when I came back from my appointment, I would have a walking boot. Well, nurse practitioner said, "Oh, no, you don't need a walking boot." I'm like, really? Because I think I do. He says, "No, you don't." Okay. He also said, "Oh, you don't need to go to physical therapy. You can, I trust you, you can do physical therapy at home." Okay. Alright, let me get you down here. I'm going to have my ceiling fans on high, so I'm probably going to have some stuff blowing around here. Yeah, I like the way it turned out the last time, so I kind of did it in the same way. I just can't see if I'm getting that gun filled right. I don't want to overfill it because I don't want it running all over my table. Got lots of bubbles there too. I'm going to have to do something about bubbles. I need to pour this in here so I don't waste it. We almost filled it. It was getting warm. Okay. Let me wipe this cup out. Where's my tool? Because I wanna try and get those bubbles out of there. I don't want a bunch of bubbles. I see some. Oh, you get your hair in it, Kay. I knew I should have tied my hair back. Alright, it's heating up too quick. I got most of all the bubbles I could get. But I'm going to pause you a minute. I'm going to get something to tie my hair back with. Okay, I don't know what happened. My camera just shut off. Alright, so you didn't see me color these. Those are soldiers. They're keychains. And I did the little flags, which I'm going to make keychains out of. And I don't even know. I guess you didn't see me unmold this either. That's the way it turned out. And it's matte. Some of it's shiny and some of it's matte. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it all shiny. Because that's how I want it. I may just go out there and last time I just mixed some Dur Clear Gloss up with some of the chrome powders, and then filled these portions in and just let them cure. So I may just do the same thing with this one because I really want him. I want him to be shiny. So I'm going to do a little at a time on this because I'm going to need my tool to see if I can make sure it gets up in where his gun is and that some of that doesn't overflow. Because, yeah, I think I'll just do an ounce at a time. Because I don't, if I mix too much up, I'm going to have a rough time trying to get it poured in there and make sure that their guns are filled in correctly. I'd like to pour it a little slower. That's why I was really going to do it in the promise 1 hour, but they're thin molds, and last time I did a thin mold in that, I had to put it on the heat mat to get it done because it didn't work. So, alright, let's go ahead and get this done. I'm going to try and do one of them just do one at a time. I'm sorry, I kind of bummed out that I'm just talking away and didn't realize that the camera just shut off. And I've never had it do that before. I've had the sound go off before, but I've never had the camera shut off. So, I don't know, that's kind of weird. Alright. Let me get these out of the way and get this down here. Get my tool over here because I'm going to need it. I'm pretty sure it may be too much just doing one. Well, it's 2 ounces when it's mixed. But, you know, it may be too much. And I don't want to keep scraping here because then it gets too warm and it'll take me a while to get it poured in there and get it settled in there. It looks clear, and I'm going to stop because it ain't hot yet. Alright. That stupid bubble. Alright, come on. I'll pour a flag. I may even pour the other flag. I thought that would be... Yeah, that's enough. I may be able to get this one done too. But I really want to make sure that that's up there where it's supposed to be. Because I didn't over pour it this time, which is weird. Oops, that one did. You stupid thing. Alright, his gun ain't poured at all. Just a drip. God bless it. Could you just do a drip? No freaking way, I guess. Alright, give me this other mold that I didn't finish. There's probably nothing there to finish it if I hurry. Yep. Yeah, it's good. There we go. It's okay. I'm fine. I didn't waste much of it, so I'm good. Although I don't understand why I got it. That one's running over and the other one's fine. I don't get that. I don't get it. Why are you running over? Yeah, I hope it went in there. That one looks okay. Well, we'll see. I'll be back when they're ready to take out. Alright, I still have some of that mixed up in the colors that I used. So, I thought I had, yeah, I got black also. The black looks pretty, some parts of it looks pretty shiny. Then I want to take my Let's Resin thin point chrome marker after I fill it. Let me fill it in first, and then I'll go around the spots that I want to be. This is just matte. That one's shiny. So I don't know that I'm going to use the blue up there for the sky, and this may be a little bit darker because I think I mixed the dark blue with the light blue. I may have to mix up some more light blue. We'll see how dark this is. Get a stick so I can stir it. Yeah, maybe too dark. Well, it's supposed to be sky, so it may be fine. Alright, this is just powder, chrome powder mixed with a little bit of Duraclear. And so what I'm going to do is just take this and dab it in there like I did on the other one. And then it's going to be a little bit darker than the other one is, but that's fine. I'm sure Jeannie won't care. This is like the sky. And when this dries, it gives it a shiny finish. And then I just went out there and gave it a real thin clear coat. I just wanted Jeannie to have one, her and Alan, so I will cover the back of it. I had a hard time with that part, covering the back. I tried to let some of this dry before I filled another color because I didn't want the colors running together. And there's a little ledge there that stops it from running together. I may have to hit the helicopter again because it's not as dark as I want it to be. This was Natalie's idea to do this blue when I did it on my live, and I liked the way it turned out, so I decided to do it the same way again. What are you whining about? Swear to God, that dude. Where are you at, and why are you whining? Kingo! Why are you whining? Is there something out back you want to go bark at? 'Cause you always interrupt me when I'm busy doing something. Always. You're such a little pain. I did the soldiers in brown on this one because when I colored it in with green last time, the soldiers weren't going to show because I had already done them in green. So this time I went back last time and went over them with brown so the soldiers would show in the green part. And so this time I did them in brown again because I knew I was probably going to end up doing the same colors because I didn't like the way it turned out last time. Of course, I didn't color it in last time and it turned out white, and I definitely didn't like that. I don't know what he's whining about. Probably because he wants to go outside and bark. Or go outside and lay on the deck. Which I don't mind now as much as I used to, because at least now they can't fall off the deck. They can't get that close to the edge. Which, believe me, I'm thrilled about. You're gonna have to wait a minute, dude. And if you think you're gonna go outside and just sit out there and bark, I got news for you. That ain't happening. It ain't gonna happen. Trying to get this one done for Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie. Cover the soldier up though. Alright, there's the There's the blue for the sky. I don't know if I mix some. I have to mix up some of the brown because I don't know that I did. Let's see. May have to mix up some more green. Yeah. I need to get another stick. Get another stick. Yeah. I didn't want to throw this away, so I had some empty little Lutz resin jars, so I thought, okay, well, let me just put it in there. That way I won't worry about wasting it. Alright, so let me get just a little bit more, because I got to do his head and the rest of it. Yeah, stick my chrome powders back down there too. This gives it a little bit of shine too, but I'll let it fully dry and then I'll go back and then I'll do a clear coat on it. Miss Jeannie really loved the one that I did, so I wanted to make sure I got one done for her and Alan. So let's start with his head up here. I really should start down there first and give that blue a little bit of time to give it some time to dry. And I know my ceiling fan's on high, but got some whiny brats here. Only one ain't whining is Crybaby. She's up on the bed and she ain't whining at all. Not yet anyway. Yep, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon.
Trying not to get the green on the brown, but kind of hard. Them some little soldiers there. I mean, little soldiers. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, please. I don't know what time it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not that time yet. Not that time for food anyway. Really? Let me finish this green real quick before I let you do your thing. Get over it. To go over that cross again with the gold pen. It's kind of hard to see that it's actually a cross because it's so tiny. Really? Really? Oh, by the way, I did hear from Miss Coral, and they were on vacation. So that's why we hadn't heard anything from Miss Coral. She was somewhere where they didn't have internet. So she'll be back on Friday's Live, which I'm gonna have to go downstairs and see what I mean, I know I'm not supposed to go down the stairs, but I'm gonna have to, because I don't know what I'm doing for Friday's Live if I don't. Please. You are not dying, dude. I'm gonna finish this green before you. I'm trying my best not to overflow it and get it where it needs to go. I don't want to mess the solder up either, really. I will have to probably go over that solder again with brown anyway. It's kind of hard to get it up between his arm and his leg without getting it on him. Alright, we're almost done with that. Let's get that green done there. Karai, I'm not going to keep telling you about laying there chewing on yourself. It ain't going to happen. So you better stop. Or I'll be putting you in the kennel out there where I don't have to listen to it. I swear to God, ever since she's a puppy, all she's ever done is just lay there for hours and just lick her paws. And I don't get it. Plus she takes allergy medicine that the vet prescribed for her. And it works at nighttime, but she don't take it during the day. So during the day, she'll just be busy licking away. Dude, I'm almost done with the green. And then I'll pause it. And I'll let you guys out. But you're going to let me get finished here first. Because it really ain't been that long since you've been outside, so... And if you're wanting out there just because somebody's still out there weed eating, you're not going to go out and bark. It ain't going to happen. Alright. No. I still got his head. Alright. Well, let me take care of them first. And then I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Let's hope they can stay quiet now for a while. Crazy dogs. Okay. I got to do his helmet. Get it done, and then I can let it dry a little bit, and I will probably go over the black again. It's not as certain parts of it where it's matte, it's not very dark, and I don't really like that. Nope. I'm gonna choke your butt. Balls on the bed. Balls on the bed. She gets it caught underneath the end of the bed or under my chair, and she just is relentless. she will not stop till you get that stupid ball for her. And I don't feel like listening to her whine. So I just went ahead and got it. And that way I don't have to hear her. I want the helicopters to kind of stand out in the tanks. They look matte too, and I don't like that matte. I just don't like the matte finish. Not at all. Yeah, and I'll probably have to go over the blades of the helicopter again with the gold pen as soon as it dries, because I want you to be able to see those too. So okay, that's all for the green. I think this helmet's done. Yeah, the trees are a different color of green, and actually, you know, they actually have some shine to them, which is kind of weird, but they do. They actually have some shine to them. Alright. What do I want? I think this is the brown. And the only thing I did use the brown for was the little... Yeah, it is. It's stirred up. I didn't mix much of it up. I went over the soldiers again, and then I did the other little building up there with this brown. Which I probably will do again, just to make sure they stand out. I'll try and get this up later, but I'm probably gonna have to wait till I'm gonna have to let it dry before I can put the back on it. So it may not go up today. I'm trying. Really, been doing a whole lot of sleeping too. I don't know what's up with that. I think the ibuprofen that I take for the inflammation in my foot just makes me sleepy. Plus, you know, when you're stuck somewhere and you can't really get up and move around because your foot's swollen and you need to kind of have it propped up and have an ice pack on it. It just kind of screws you up from doing anything, really. Alright, I think that's done with the brown. Oh, nope. No, Kay, you're not done with the brown. Because you did that building in brown last time. Hope I got enough. Trying not to go over the little windows, but it's kind of hard because they don't leave very much room. Of course, I don't think it's all a building. Part of it's a building. Let's just put it that way. Part of it's a building. Just trying to get it between these little trees without getting it all over the trees, because I think they're fine. I think they will be fine. They're pretty shiny, which is kind of weird. They're pretty shiny, so I will probably just spray a clear coat over it. Yeah, that's what somebody wanted to do. He wanted to lay out there in the sun, which if the cray neighbor hadn't been out, I probably would have let him, but I can't stay out there with him, and I don't know. He can't get out of my fence, but it's just beside the point that dude doesn't even like to hear him bark, and I don't need him calling animal control. Of course, I don't think there's anything they can do because it's not late at night and it's not early morning hours, so I don't think there's anything they can do about it. I just don't want to deal with it. That's part of the thing right there. I don't want to have to deal with it. No, if I walk on this thing and it really bothers me, I have a walking boot, so I'll put that walking boot on and wear it, whether he says to or not, because that's pretty much what the surgeon said. It's still pretty sore, and I know why he asked me to stay off of it again for another week, is because it, you know, yesterday I put it down and I made the incision start bleeding. It didn't bust open, it just bled from where it was scabbed over. And yes, I probably shouldn't have put it down and walked on it, but I don't, Miss Bella was going out of town with her mom and her aunt. So, and I wondered, I guess that's why I don't know if my son's gonna join them later or not, because my grandson has a basketball game. So, I don't think they wanted to miss the basket. He didn't want to miss his basketball game. So. Alright, I'm about to call that good and go over the helicopters with the black that I have mixed up. Well, maybe if I can get it open early. Helicopters and the tanks. I think Miss Jeannie's gonna love it. So is Mr. Allen, so just gotta let it dry so I can clear coat it. And I think I did go around the outer edge, that black edge that I did, but only because it was a little light in some spots. Okay, I don't want to put too much on there. I got this little bitty helicopter here to do. Okay, don't run off of there. Yeah, just kind of went around the black edge of it. Not that Miss Jeannie's gonna care, 'cause she wouldn't. And I just have to let it dry before I go back in with my gold pen. And once that dries fully, then I can take it out in the garage. I'll show you what I did with the other one. I didn't realize I had that stuff till I went downstairs looking for something to put on the back of the ones I had made to donate, to make them look, I wanted them to look more professional. So I was trying to figure out what the heck could I put on the back of them. And when I went downstairs and started going through the craft stuff, which, I'm not supposed to be downstairs, but hey. Anyway, I started going through craft stuff, and I started going through some craft stuff that belonged to David's mom. And she had some stick-on felt. So I thought, oh, well, that would work. Because, you know, you can drill right through the felt to put your hanger on there. So that's not that big a deal. So I brought it upstairs and I drew it out first, which ended up still not being, it needed to be a little smaller, and I ended up having to do a bunch of trimming, but oh well. It is what it is. I got it trimmed. So anyway, I'll do the other ones here, and as soon as I get this one, as soon as I go around the edge with this one, I will get the other ones out and show them to you. I don't know that I'll go all the way down the side of the edge. I'm just going to go around the top. Unless there's a lot of white sticking out. If there is, then I'll hit those spots. But I did pretty good about covering it. There was only a few spots that I seen that was... He's out there weed eating again. Must be nice to have your neighbor across the street mow your yard for you, or mow your front yard for you. Yeah. Because they're too... Well, I don't know. I guess I want to say... I shouldn't say anything. It's not nice. My mama taught me better than that. She taught me that if you don't have something nice to say about someone, you shouldn't say anything at all, so. Let's see. Yeah, I do got some white spots over there. Could have sworn I covered them really well. Yeah, they don't need a lot. They're mowing because my son mowed my yard last week. And now their yard's starting to look like crap. Of course, he didn't weed eat because it was raining. It started raining. He did get finished mowing though, thank God. Thank God he got finished mowing anyway. Before it started raining, but I can't blame him for not wanting to be out there in the rain weed eating, so told him not to worry about it. Come back over when it ain't raining and finish it. I mean, if I could finish it, I would, but I can't, so. There's a white spot right there too. God bless it. I could have sworn that I got all those, that I colored that really good, but not where the bins are. Okay. Alright, I'm good. As soon as this dries, then I'll hit the gold spots. And I don't think I'm going to go over the blue and the red again because they're pretty shiny, and I think they'll be fine once I get the clear, once I spray them with clear coat. Now I set this aside and get these others over here. Let it dry. Alright. Hopefully I won't break anything off of these. I mean, I do have a tiny bit of overpour. Not a bunch, but some. And if it's thin enough, then I can just cut it off with a razor knife. And I didn't overpour that spot. Yay! It's just a little bit on his gun. And how did I get it? I don't know how I did that either. Because I did that last time, and that's how I ended up breaking him. Is because I had a little bit of overpour, and it just happened to be in a really thin spot. And I'm trying to cut it off, and I ended up breaking pieces off. And I can guarantee you, I don't know what it was, but super glue will not hold it. So I gave up. I didn't even finish the video. I was so ticked off that I broke it. But I was a little more careful with the piece this time, but I still managed to get right there between. That I don't like either. How I managed to do that. Oh, he broke his. Dang it. Well, I just broke his gun now. God bless it. Trying to get that out of there. Yeah, doggone it. I didn't break it all the way off, so maybe
Damn it. I don't have my little light up here. Alright, let me go get my little UV lamp. Alright. Of course, I had to cover a little bit of green up where I dug in a little too deep with the deburring tool, but there he is. And I did get the UV to hold his gun that I broke. Now, this is a keychain. That's one of them. Okay. I think I might have to do some trimming on this one too. God bless it. Hopefully not too much. But of course in the same spot. God bless it. Okay. Let me be really careful. I'll break that piece off on the other side that I broke off last time, and I won't be able to get it back on. I did use my scissors, and they're not really for this, but they seem to do a pretty good job of cutting what I wanted off. Okay. There's a little piece in his gun. That's the thing. I might go over his gun with a light coat of UV because it's pretty. The whole gun itself is pretty easy to break off. I don't want this hitting me in the face. I don't want to break it. Alright. See if I can get the rest out of there with the... If I'm careful. I don't like doing it that way because I'm afraid I'll break something. I don't know why that overflowed there. Alright. And his gun there is a little, I mean, it's very easy to break. I have broke it before already. Ah, just like that. Yeah. At least I know the UV will hold it. Alright. Put his gun back on. Doggone it. Doggone it. Let me get this excess off of there first, so I won't have to worry about it once I get it glued back on. Alright. What I did was I took my light and I set it up like that. I put some UV on this popsicle stick. And I just turn my light on. And I did this. If I can get it to stay in place. Come on. You worked earlier.
I didn't have a problem earlier getting it on there and getting it to stay. I just need to hold it the right way. That's why I said I think I'll go over the whole gun itself with UV. At least the back of it, or maybe even the front of it, I don't know. Because it's not, it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't seem to wanna, I don't wanna, I'd rather do the sides than do the front of it, really. Where'd my brush go? Yeah, I got that in my light, doggone it. Kind of irritating. They're just so easy to break. That's why I did this video once before and I didn't. I was hoping I could do a better job this time. Obviously not. Obviously not. I just put new batteries in this, so. Yeah, I don't know how well it'll stay on there. It's on there. But it's pretty thin. So, and it's kind of leaning forward like it's not supposed to be. I don't want to break it off again, but I might have to fix it. Alright, well, it is what it is. Here's the green one, and here's the blue one. Keychains. Now, my flags here, I'm gonna make keychains out of them too, I think. I need to get some white in those little stars. I don't know if that's going to work, but I'm going to try anyway. I do have some white up here. Maybe I can just... I don't think that white pen, whatever I did with it, I'm not sure it'll work. It's not got a very fine tip. Yeah, no, I think. I wonder what would happen if I just take a look at a little bit of this and go over the stars. Get me a clean stick or something. Yeah, I just love how I managed to get so much crap on me. That paint all over me now. I don't know if this is gonna... I get it all over my... Yeah, probably. Shoot. Need to wash my apron. Clean it off.
Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work. Wow. Had a big old... Yeah, I may just take it and smooth that out. Alright. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my tray here. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if using one of those little micro brushes would be easier to control it. Darn it. Try this. And they're hard to see too. Very hard to see. Yeah, maybe I need to do it that way and then wipe it off. I don't know if that's going to work either. Nope, because it's going to get down in between there, and that's not what I want. I didn't want it down between there. Not really. Because now it's going to cover up all my blue. Yeah, it's went down in between there now. I hate little bitty stuff sometimes. Because it just never seems to work out for me. I always have a problem with little bitty stuff. Probably should just left it. Yeah, because no matter what, I'm going to end up wiping it right off of there. Can't do anything today without making a mess. I cannot. Dang it. Alright, let me... get out with the baby wipe. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to pull it all out of there. Or cover up my blue. Yeah, that was a waste. I'm not going to try. It's too small. I thought it'd be easier to do, but it's not. Alright, I'm not gonna try it. Alright, so I am gonna trim them though, because they got a funky edge on them. I don't like the edge. They're still cute. They can still be, you know, it'd still be a little flag for your... I just don't have anything small enough to get the white in there on the little tiny stars. Not at all. Okay. Alright, let me get this cleaned off a little bit. Alright, well, that's, I mean, am I zoomed in? I always forget to check that. And my remote's here somewhere. God
blessed, I seen it earlier. Here it is. I shouldn't be zoomed in, but I could be. Yeah, guess I am. Alright. There's your little flag. And you know, I mean, you could put a little hole right there and just put a little eyelet in there and make it a keychain. Yeah, see, this one's got the same funky edge. I don't know why. I don't like the edge of it. Yep, scraped off my blue. Well, nothing's working right today. Shoot. Alright, I might finish my big one. And I hope tomorrow night goes better than this, because I'll be in trouble if it don't. Okay, well, there they are. And they're supposed to be like back-to-back little straw holders. Your straw goes in the center, but I'm not doing that. Because last time I couldn't pour them correctly, and I just made a big mess. So I don't want to do that again. Alright. Let's set these aside. And get him back over here. Alright. Alright, where's my gold pen? Hair or something on the end of it. Oh, come on, doggone it. Sorry, I'm going to have to hold it so I can see it. I see there's a big old air bubble there. Where this part stands up. And I don't know if I can fill the air bubble in or not. Come on. Seem to have air bubbles in the same freaking spot that it was last time when I was doing the other one. There's one there too.
it's right there, and I don't know. All right. Helicopter blades. I don't understand this thing because it's fairly new. I mean, I haven't had it that long. I haven't used it but once before this. I don't know that you can even tell this is a cross. Doesn't have very good definition for the cross. Alright. Let's go up here and don't like that one. There's no one here. Okay. So now let me get the other one out and I'll show you how I finished it off, because I think I'm gonna put this video up and I'll finish it off camera, but I will show you how I did it. Get all these pieces off of me. Yeah, it doesn't work very well. Because I want to eat. I want to get this started and eat before the Lands comes up tonight. Alright. Here's the first one I did. Okay. Clear coat. Nice and shiny. Okay. Now, she had, let me see if I can find one. Presto felt. 9 by 12 inch sticky back felt piece. So I took the brown color, and I did that. Cut it out as best I could, covered the back of it, drilled my holes for the hanger, and that's how I finished it. With just that sticky back felt. I didn't have to. I just thought it looked more professional that way, and it won't scratch your wall up once you hang it on your wall. So that's how I'm going to finish this one. It's the same way with probably a different color, because I don't know if I have enough brown to do another one, but I just wanted you to see how I finished it. Now, let me... Oh, I poured extra. That was just that skull with the... And his tail messed up again. Because I didn't bounce him around. That's my crow and... Okay. Alright, let me get you up. And... find my list here. I haven't went through this list yet, but I am going to edit it. Wanda's Blessed Creations, Stacy _ the Crafty Cat, Rez C. Liz, India Brady Art, Art by me, Andrew Walker, Coral Marine's Resin Art, Butch's Resin Creations, June's House of Crafts, My Love of Crafts, Reptiles in Resin, Jaybird Resin Art, at Julia's Crafty Chaos, at Artsy Doodles 1, Amy's Resin Corner, Epoxy Me That, Crafting with Carla, Billy Holman Creations, Patricia's Crafty Corner. Let's see what else I got. Easel Does It Studio, Custom Created Handmade Crafts, Cynthia's Crafts and More, Blessed Epoxy by Amy, Gert Creates, Dragon in Dresses Craftsorium, at Resin Artists, Martha's Craft Room, Marvelous Artsy, Missouri Mama, Creepy Crafts, Resin Me Up, The Blue Elephant Gifts, Heart Creations by Renee, Lori, aka Midwest Meemaw, Ruby's Resin Studio, at Mama's Madhouse Creations, that's Gail Hinky, Laney's Crafting Creations, Bear and the Boss Lady, Dulan's Handmade Woodworking, Amy Jo, Dot's Woodland, Professor Rusty's Workshop, and Rhinestone Suzanne. Now, that's what I got right now. But I think that the list is going to go, I try and give everybody shout outs, but I may end up taking the list down. Because, a lot of people don't give shout outs. I've been doing it since shortly after I started my channel. I started giving people shout outs. Well, I really have to clean that off. But I'll probably talk to some of you later on. Right now, I'm going to get off of here and get started trying to get this edited so I can get it up. So, bye for now. See y'all tomorrow night.